Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP, but don't expect him to indulge in that talk. He said, if I play to my potential, then those just happen. But winning another title, anchoring our defense, staying healthy, those are the types of goals I set for myself. Kevin?
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for LeBron James.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Luwawu in at small forward. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Avery Bradley is out there with Jordan. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
Atlanta with the ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Herter, no good.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
And the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Westbrook passes to LeBron. Westbrook with a screen for LeBron. Inside, kicks it out to Bradley. James with it. He's picked up by Collins. And the dunk by James.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Luwawu. Back to Young. Steps back and fires. And he hits the jump shot. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Bradley. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here's Young, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Screen by Young. Here's Herter. No good that time, and it's the Lakers the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Here's Young. The pass to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
An energetic finish from Capella. For a big man, he's got some nasty dunks in his arsenal.
Here's Westbrook. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
All right.
Now, leadership definitely in LeBron James's job description. He says it's not always giving pats on the back.
In conflict, it just builds character. It builds even more trust. You're able to get on someone able to get on you, and then, you know, the whistle blown, let's get out and let's execute what needs to be done.
You know, GA, that ability to hold your teammates accountable is important, isn't it?
Not only that, it's a hallmark of winning teams. Those open and honest lines of communication.
DeLon Wright.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Monk is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. Then it's Anthony, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players in every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to beat for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Anthony with the screen on Williams. Here's Monk. Here's Anthony. And too long on the shot. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Right, the pass to Reddish. Howard against Jang. Jang with a screen on Anthony. Driving inside. Reddish's shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now, here's Monk. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Out to Anthony. Down low. Howard, the pass to Horton Tucker. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Atlanta again missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Coming into the floor for your Lakers, DeAndre Jordan.
On its way from Young for 2, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Tie game in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
We got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
They need to play with better energy on D. Some of these guys were going to sleep out there. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting, gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they hear it in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out angry.
And now that we're a ways into the season, here's how the standings look out west.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Luwawu in at the three. Back to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. And Young, here we go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They host the Kings after this game. To the inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
You know what? I wish I'd have played with him. He'd have been a great teammate. Hitting me off the pick and roll, oh, somebody would have got that.
And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Young. 1:39 left to play in the third. Collins setting the pick for Young. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bradley passes to Jordan. Now LeBron. Rebounded by Capella. Passes it to Herter. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Young looking it over. Driving to the basket. Misses from short range.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
James kicks to Jordan. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Collins dishes to Young. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Luwawu, the pass to Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside Westbrook. Jordan sets the pick for Bradley. And here's Westbrook.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here. with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
Come on, fans.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Anthony is out there with Davis, and there's Monk, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Davis. Drops in the layup for 2, and the Lakers lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Williams. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Reeves the pass to Davis. Here's Horton Tucker. Monk's shot's good.
Becoming a more aggressive scorer. Monk fighting through contact like a vet.
Outside Williams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Horton Tucker.
2 minutes.
Back to Davis. The pass to Horton Tucker. Shoots from the line, and he knocks down the jumper. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now here's Williams. From 17 feet out, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Lakers leading by 10. Pass to Monk. Here's Reeves. Passes it to Davis. Over Williams. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now, Reddish, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Davis. The Lakers rebound. LeBron against Collins. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 10. To bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Lakers ball. Coming under the floor for Hawks.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right against Rondo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. LeBron, in the fourth quarter, were you looking to be aggressive?
Yeah, just try to close the game out. You know, my teammates look for me in the fourth quarter to close the game out with my scoring and just my playmaking ability. So, you know, to be able to go out there and come through for it means a lot.
I know they're used to it by now, but I know you're still happy with the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.